I've officially gotten my first brand deal, which of course is really exciting because I'm getting paid to create content that I would have already been creating otherwise. And because prior to this, I was always really curious about how it would work, I thought that I would go through my process of creating content for this brand deal and honestly just document it because it's really exciting. So the company that I'm working with is called lmao. It is TikTok's sister company. It is essentially their version of Instagram and Pinterest put together. I've already completed the first 2 deadlines for the project. So now I'm on to my 3rd and final one. So for the next couple of days, I'm gonna bring you along as I create the remaining book content that I need to create, show you my process, the inspiration, all the good stuff. Let's get into it. In order to save as much time as possible when I'm actively creating the content, I plan first, and my iPad plays a huge role in that. In the app Notability, which you might have seen if you have seen any of my other planning videos, I created a subject specifically for this brand. So in this folder, I created a file where I have the actual deal itself, essentially all of the logistics and everything that I need to make sure that I follow when creating content for the brand. And then I also have a document that is all of my content ideas. So when I first signed the deal, this is kind of where I put all of my initial ideas in. And then from there, I was able to choose the content that I was most excited about, the stuff that I really wanted to post and I knew that I would do a good job on so that I was turning in quality content. Obviously, I was able to adjust this plan. It just made it a lot easier. Now that I'm moving into the 3rd deadline, I know pretty much exactly what I am going to be creating. So for this upcoming deadline, I'm creating 3 total posts. I'm gonna do a review of Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune, a review of Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and then I thought it would be fun to make a post that is books that raised my standards in men. So I create a separate document for each of those posts so that I can go crazy and write as many notes as I have, and I know that everything for that post is in one section. I love taking aesthetic pictures, but sometimes they tend to get repetitive because when I know something looks pretty, I just set it up like that again because it's comfortable, I know it works, whatever. Because this is a new thing for me, I really wanted to push myself to be more creative and to just go out of my comfort zone. So I've been using Pinterest so much as inspiration. I have a board of photo ideas. I don't copy them exactly, but I do use it as a guide when creating the content. So for example, starting with Romantic Comedy, I want to do a computer screen with Saturday Night Live title screen on it because the book is loosely based off of SNL. So for that, I'm thinking maybe this vibe. I will just download the image. I kind of like this. So now that I have a couple photos that are kind of roughly what I want, I'm gonna go back into Notability. So I have a document with the cover just so I know that the colors that I use in the photo look visually pleasing with the colors that are in the cover. I'm gonna add in the photos kind of just on the side. Okay, and now I'm gonna draw a little thumbnail on this side just to kind of sketch out what I'm thinking for the cover. I don't want the computer to be that big, but I kind of want that to be the vibe. Nobody laugh at my hands, okay? I can't draw. So that'll be for the cover slide, and then the slides after that will be something a little bit more simple because that's where I put the summary and the tropes on top of it and my favorite quotes, stuff like that. So that's just kind of my process of going through and planning each post. Now I'm gonna be doing that for each one. And for the post that is the books that raised my standards in men, I have to find the books that I'm talking about. So usually I'll just scroll through my Goodreads and try and remember all of the books that I've read. I'm probably gonna spend another 30 minutes to an hour working on this for the other 2 posts that I have as well. And also just make notes of the tropes and all of that other information about the book that I use to write the caption and write my review so that I have all of the information already compiled when I'm actually writing the review and creating the content and all of that good stuff. Today's task is to take some pictures. If I'm being completely honest, I have not been really in a creative mood. Not mood, but it's been really hard for me to get anything done. My deadline is in 4 days, I think, so I do have some time. And my goal today is just to take 1 round of pictures. I'm hoping once I get started, I'll be able to do all of them, but mentally, I'm telling myself just 1. I actually did decide to change one of my post ideas, so instead of doing Bookmen That Raised My Standards, I think I'm gonna do Best of Mariana Zapata. Those are very easy to talk about, and I also already technically have the reviews, make it easier on myself. So something that I actually recently started doing when I'm taking my pictures, I tend to kind of just take a whole bunch and then go through it later, and sometimes I'm just not fully happy with it, so I have to reset everything up. It's just a lot of work. And I realized that my camera has a setting that connects to an app on my phone, so it automatically pulls the photos that I take from my camera into my phone so I can see them in real time and get a better idea of what the final product is gonna look like. And obviously, because I need the camera to take pictures and I need the phone to do the editing, I will be setting up my old vlog camera. The microphone on this doesn't work anymore, which is why I have a new camera. There will be no audio, but we get to still see the process. So I figure that's better than nothing. Now it's 1:31. I'm gonna give myself until 3 o'clock and then we can regroup, see where we're at. Hopefully I can have everything done by then. I think I'm gonna be doing the romantic comedy one first just because I pretty much have the most set idea. For the Meet Me at the Lake one, I kind of want to take that outside and that just feels like more work to me right now. I probably mentioned this before, but romantic comedy, the first part of it is focused around a show called TNO, which is a live comedy sketch show that airs on Saturdays. So Saturday Night Live. So I wanted to have this in the background. So I'm gonna set up this little camera over here on my dresser. Okay. Let's do this. So I felt like it wasn't working. And then I realized the intro has like different versions, so I can change it. Hopefully that'll help with the like positioning. So we're gonna try that again. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna put it on my iPad so that it's flat and I could do more of like an above shot. This whole process is a lot of trial and error. It's the fun of the creative process though, right? Okay, so those are fine. They're definitely better than they were. I'm gonna do it again with the iPad just to be sure because it's not giving me the feelings that I usually get when I know it's right. But I feel like now that I've started, it kind of helps because getting started is always the hard part. Post number 1, done. I think I have options for that one. I was being lazy and I didn't switch out the lens for my camera, but as soon as I did that, it made all the difference. It is now 2:38. I'm gonna move on to the Mariana Zapata post and try to get that done still before 3 o'clock, but we gotta get all the books together. In case anyone was wondering, yes, I do still have my books in boxes in a closet. It's usually way more organized than this, but because I've been doing so many photos and stuff, I kind of have everything everywhere and it's a little overwhelming. Luckily, I have all of my Mariana Zapata stuff together. Also, please excuse my winter clothes above me. I'm pretty sure my mom got this at Hobby Lobby, so it's nothing special, but I either use it on top of my sheet so you can see the wood, or I realized I could put it under and it creates a stable place for me to set the books, but still have a clean white bottom. Because this post is just going to be focusing on my favorites of hers, I am not going to be using all of these. Maybe just the ones that I've reread multiple times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll just do those because that's already a lot. My goal for this is really just to keep it simple. I'm gonna need you to stay up, please. We'll do some straightforward and then I'm gonna twist it and do some like turned a little bit. It's 2:55, so I don't really want to overthink this. It's now 3:28. I got all of the photos done. And now it's time to import and edit. Before I do that, I am going to clean up, put all the books away because I know who I am as a person and I'll get overwhelmed later seeing the mess. So I'm gonna clean it now, avoid that so that I can just keep going because we're doing good. Actually, before I start editing, I remembered that I like to take pictures of the quotes. So yesterday I went through and tabbed all of the quotes that I really like that I want to include in the photo. They already have tabs on the side so I know exactly what line to take a photo of, but out of those are the ones that I actually want to include in the post. I'm just gonna use my phone for that, make it easier for myself later. So you know how I said I had a couple days as like leeway? Yeah, I don't anymore. My posts are due tonight. I have not finished any of them, but I'm not so far behind that I won't be able to catch up today. So I feel like I'm in school again and I have to turn things in by 11:59 tonight. I have 2 out of the 3 slides done for my romantic comedy post, and the last slide that I have left is the quotes. Because I read this one digitally, what I like to do is I go into my Kindle app. First of all, I change it from the black background to the white. I go into all of the highlights that I made while I was reading, and I just choose my favorite ones, screenshot them, and then I put them into the photo as stickers. It's 1:07 right now. I definitely got started way later than I should have today, but that's okay because we're gonna get it done today and it's gonna look great and I'm gonna be proud of what I turn in. I do still need to take the photo for the meet me at the lake though, but we're changing everything around because I don't have time to do like a aesthetic photo. It'll be fine though. It's gonna work out. Everything's gonna be fine. That post is pretty much done. I just have to do the description. Now I'm gonna go take the pictures of this, but I want to take the sticker off. I tried to take it off, as you can see, and it's just not happening. So when that happens, I just use a blow dryer and I do it very lightly for like 10 seconds and it usually comes right off. It usually comes off way easier than that, but I think because I had already tried to peel it, good as new. We have these, I don't know what they're called in English, but we call them ruelas, and they're really pretty purple. It looks like a lot of them have already fallen because they bloom in the morning and then they fall in the middle of the day. I'm just gonna try and get them as the background. If that doesn't work, I'll use other plants. We're gonna try. It is 7 o'clock. I finished the first 2 posts. I tried to take some more pictures for the meet me at the lake. I don't know how I feel about it, but I also don't have the luxury of being picky right now. I wanna turn in something that I'm proud of, but at the same time, I need to turn something in. That's kind of nice. I might just use that. I don't know why I do this to myself. I could have been done already. So it is 9:42 and I've officially finished the hard part of the post, which is the photos, adding all of the text and stuff on the photos. And now I just need to do the descriptions and then turn everything in. So because I do have the notes that I wrote at the beginning of this video, this part should go fairly quickly. I kind of have an outline of what I want to write. I just kind of need to put it together. Make it cohesive, make it sound like me, and fit the guidelines that it needs to fit in order to get approved. So this is the home stretch. We're almost done. I did it. It is 12 o'clock now, so I just barely made it. I know that I was kind of vague throughout this whole thing, but honestly, I wasn't really sure what I am and am not allowed to share. But I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my creative process anyway. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will hopefully be posting more videos very, very soon. Actually, I'm planning on reading these 3 and I might be doing a reading vlog for it. If you guys want to see that, make sure to subscribe. I also did not plan on having those there, but this is where I'm sitting and this is where they are. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, night, morning, and I will see you guys all very soon. Bye!